I want to feel your heart right now. You are the place, my only home. Yeah, just like the flowers that bloom and fall with me over and over again. Well, I'm barely breathing, feeling to that ground, but each and every time we all stand up. Stop like to yourself and be true to yourself, and that might be we both can exceed destiny. So let's tell me now. You must feel love, but I'm right by your side. Yeah, just like the flowers that bloom and fall to be over and over again. Keep the flame alive. I want to see your girl right now. You are the place, my only home. I know, I know, I know. Yeah, we can one day whisper like flowers in the sky. No matter where I'm by your side. I know, I know, I know. You and I, let's fly the souls that we're together. Can't feel my heartbeat, so take my hand to the tomorrow. The crowd that can let it be, you keep me safe and keep me play. To darkness, let's fall here all in love. Spark just like Hibana. Light up like Hibana.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tales of Arise. I'm your host, Starnum Lander, and it's time to continue. Alright, guys, I did it. Not a whole lot, but I got in there. I did some grinding. I leveled up, and I got some money.
We should be able to cook here.
We'll take a quick look and I'll show you what I'm talking about. The buy and sell. We got over 50 grand. And we got 10 or more of all of our key items that we need. So at this point, it's time to fight Volron. We're coming for you, Volron.
We've reached our destination. Stay sharp. We're going in.
No choice.
Glory to Volron!
Take this!
Lunar corruption!
You're finished!
Radiant storm!
Dragon Swarm!
These lights can run rings around us! Do it! Xion, astral energy! Full throttle! Here I come!
Here I come!
In here!
Negative take!
Scream, baby. Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And bloody to me! I'm ready! Remember!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Radiant light! Here!
No Sword Lane Alpha!
Radiant!
Barely a blip on our radar.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Flame! Reload! Radiant I never miss!
Sword Lane Alpha! Dragon Swarm!
Mega Ray! Astral energy!
Air pressure! Eternal Devastation!
Hold on!
Take this! Sword Lane Alpha!
Dance in the wind!
Not today!
Shion, astral energy, full throttle!
Keep my turn! A wall of shield from calamity!
More without heat stronger! There! Go! I do it!
Double leap! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Any injuries?
We're just getting warmed up, guys.
Get lost!
You're mine!
Not on my watch!
Grind you into dust!
Annihilation! I'll be saving this one! Tempest Whirl! More without heat stronger! Flame of Fury! This one's
Be
mine!
still! The enemy wields arts too!
You'll soon see about that!
Try harder! Now! Dragon Force of Deity! Soaring Blast!
Tempest Fury!
Where are you going?
Photon Blast!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Radiant Pierce!
Double Demon
That's what
Fang!
the doctor ordered!
Eternal Devastation! Rain inside me! Yours to be let free! Thanks! Win!
Dance is a win! Radiant Pierce!
Falcon!
I'm saving this one! Watch and be
Burn in hell!
Tempest Whirl! More
Sword
with
Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm!
Healing Circle! Lightning Superdose! Shion, astral energy, full throttle!
My turn! Blood!
Radiant Pierce!
Bloody
Holy Land!
Sword Rain Alpha! Could have been worse. We've come for you, Volron! Did you really come all this way? Just so I could take you back over his dead body?
Bastard!
He dismissed them?
He must not think he needs them to defeat us. Why have you been coming after me? Isn't it your ambition to become the winner of the crown contest? My ambition, you say? I have no ambitions. Since the beginning, everything was mine to control. Everything, including your life. I'm happy to see you. What the hell is that supposed to mean? A lonely, watery grave is all the burial you shall ever deserve. And yet, it wasn't without regret that I watched you sink beneath those waves. Now, I get to savor carving the life of your body myself. So all this, kidnapping Shield, sacrificing those people, it was all just for your own sick satisfaction? To help pass the time? I would not expect you to understand the tedium that absolute power lays upon you. I've had it with your mad rambling. I'm here to take you down, Volron, and free those you've enslaved! Very well. I shall look forward to fashioning my throne from the remains of your existence. Today you will die at my hands, and I shall bask in your final desperate pleas. Well, I look forward to disappointing you.
Wind
Demon
Astral
Fang!
Energy!
Take this.
Lightning
You're
Descent!
mine!
Thunder
Enjoy.
Blade! Illuminate the dark!
escape!
Force!
This
Holy
is
Quick!
over.
Holy Out!
A wall shield from calamity.
Graviton
No
Field!
further.
Here goes Illuminate the dark!
Entertain
With the
me.
doctor
Benediction
orders!
light. What's wrong?
Annihilation! Wind Astral Energy! Dance in the wind!
Sword Rain Alpha! Crush!
Lord Stockpile! Radiant
blood.
Pierce!
Bringing you a bloody howling! How about some of
Only
this?
getting started! Where that came from?
Negative
Dance in the
dip!
wind!
Where are you going?
Sleep
You're
now!
mine! Sword
More
Pit
for the
Tom!
stockpile!
Dragon Swarm!
Into everlasting
Take
darkness.
this!
Only getting
Negative
started!
dip! Demon
More
Fang!
with that Mega Ray! Here goes!
Burn it
Crazy
hell!
Cascade!
Take this!
Our arts are being interrupted.
You're mine! Sword Rain!
He just won't stay still. If you can draw his attention, I'll pin him down.
Here!
Better! Lightning!
Take this!
Here I come!
Armor won't save you. Prepare to be
Die.
sealed.
Shining Supernova!
There.
Did we get him?
He's open. Let's go. Begin.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Lightning
Shield from
Eternal
calamity.
Lightning
Devastation!
condemned!
Dragon Swarm!
Thunder Blade! Illuminate the
Sword Rain
dark!
Alpha!
Demon Wrath.
Flame of
Take
Fury!
this.
Here I
How about
Rage
Sword Rain Alpha?
Here's evil!
I'm not done!
Elusive deity.
Dragon
Dance in the
Swarm!
wind!
Hail Ray.
Air thrust! I'll heal you all!
Try harder!
Healing
I owe you
circle!
one!
Lightning
Take
orb!
this.
Radiant evil!
Enjoy. Dragon
Here
Swarm!
goes!
What's wrong?
My reach is even wider.
Lightning
Tick
condemned!
tock!
Thunder Blade!
Eat
I'm
this!
ready.
Shion, Astral Energy! Full throttle!
Is that it?
Water!
Take
Here,
this!
let them
Sword
run!
Rain Alpha! I'm not
What's he
done!
planning?
Damn it! It's too fast!
This looks
Stand
bad.
back.
We've
I'll
got to
trip
stop
it up.
him.
I'll smash you.
You're mine! Take
Radiant
this!
Star!
Dragon Dust! That's far
Lightning
enough.
orb! Dance in the wind!
What's
This
wrong?
one's mine!
Try harder! Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me
Here
by
I go.
dying just yet.
Radiant
Eyes on the ground! Here it comes!
Damn it! Don't take your attention off him either. I can handle it.
Shield from calamity.
That's far enough. It's too much!
Illuminate the dark! Freeze Lancer!
Take this.
Shield from calamity.
You're mine! I owe you one. This should do it! Take this! Dragon Swarm!
Dance in
Die!
the wind!
I'm
Resonate with
Take
the
this!
earth.
Sword Rain
Raging
Alpha!
Cascade!
Strike! Take this!
Rending you to
Here!
Mega Ray!
Pathetic. Die!
Sword, this one's all mine. Tempest.
You're mine!
Astral Energy!
Ignite! Take this!
Gemini Ultra!
Benediction light.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Radiant here!
Eternal Devastation! Take this! Luna Rondo!
Raging Cascade!
Die! Come!
Captivity.
Dragon Swarm! Take
Dance
this!
in the wind!
Sleep now.
Die!
Here for the stockpile!
Take this!
Raging Storm!
Die.
More than that came
In a
from.
bind.
By the
You're mine!
Light Astral Energy!
Dragon Swarm! Fool! I'm not done!
Tempest
That's
Storm!
far enough!
Lunar Corruption!
Try harder!
Gemini Aqua!
This one's mine.
There, just like that. Here I
Mega
come!
Ray! Tempest Lightning!
I'm not done! Crush!
Nothing
make
can
you-
defeat.
Here goes! Here's evil! Just what the doctor Lancer!
You're mine!
Raging
Take
Storm!
it all mine! Eat this!
Light Astral
You're mine!
Up here!
Tempest! Dragon
Glacial
Swarm!
fear.
Now
Here's the evil.
this is enjoyable.
Raging Storm! Freeze Lancer!
Enjoy.
Just what the doctor
Here, let me help.
First aid!
I owe you one.
Take this.
Sword Rain
Here's
Alpha!
the dance
Try
in the
harder!
wind!
Dragon
Air
Swarm!
thrust!
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying just
First
yet.
aid!
Take this!
Photon blast! Raging Cascade! Spread! Dance in the wind! In here! Up here!
Try harder!
Don't suffer in silence.
This is
Raging
over. Sword Rain Alpha!
Here!
Lightning Thrust!
Sleep now.
Everlasting
Burning
dark.
Rising Falcon!
Negative
here.
Dragon Swarm! Take this!
Not on my watch!
Can't get out of this.
Die! You're finished!
Thunder Field!
Be still!
More corruption from Lunar Blast.
Sword Rain
Seal.
Alpha! Take this! You're finished!
Astral Energy.
Woo! Damn! Leveling up and that practice helped. Man, hell yeah. Whoop that air. Oh man, it felt good to be on point for once, y'all. Against Volron too, boy. That practice helped. I hope y'all could tell, boy. Let's get it.
It's all over. Volron. Now put an end to that death procession you're holding outside. Right now! You think this is over? What? Who do you think you are?
No, of course not. It couldn't be that easy. What was I thinking? Phase 2? Please just don't decimate me after that. No, he might. Are we gonna get final form, or is he? Is it gonna be like he's gonna bounce out and
No,
then,
that's...
and then he's like last boss? Because this is not over yet.
If Alpin's the sovereign, how is it possible that Volron has that crest as well?
And if Volron's the sovereign, then what was the point of the crown contest?
After everything we've witnessed, it would seem the whole thing is a ruse.
Bow before your sovereign. What the hell are you? How sweet your ignorance must be. You resent not being the only sovereign. That's why you're after me, isn't it? There is that, I'll admit. But your grandest sin was unveiling your strength. Sin? You use people as playthings. What right have you to speak of sin? Sin is for the weak. The powerful care only for domination. We never asked. The rule. No one did. What do I care of your wants? You are but a motive duck. In the light.
Alpin!
I'm through taking orders from tyrants. I will show you true power.
I may not death.
Sword Rain Alpha.
Let me free you of your power. Benediction light.
By the power of water!
Please.
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Unleash light. Try harder.
Resuscitate.
Uh-oh.
Hear my call! I've still got some
I
glacial
will show you true power. Sword Rain Alpha.
Illuminate the dark!
Dragon Swarm.
I need something.
Rain Alpha.
You need to be healed.
How the mighty have fallen.
Double Demon Fang. Sword Rain Alpha. Dragon Swarm.
Resonate with the earth.
Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Break this night.
If it's in the sky, it's illuminate the dark! Down!
Sword Rain Alpha.
Crescent
Annihilation!
Benediction
Be
light.
still.
I'm out of ammo!
Don't suffer in silence.
Not today.
I'm all stocked up!
You're mine.
Annihilation! Gravitas field!
Benediction.
This should do it.
Where are you going?
Don't suffer in silence.
Impudence.
Just what the
Wall
doctor
to
ordered!
shield from calamity.
Take this.
Shield
Dragon
barrier.
Swarm.
I'll heal
Unleash
you all.
lightning. Take this.
Healing circle!
Take this.
I will show you
Open
true
here.
power.
Recover!
Release of deity.
Sword Rain Alpha.
Rotating pile driver.
Strike.
Lunar corruption! Dance in the wind!
Unleash lightning.
Steering play! Relay the dark!
Double Demon Fang.
Healing
It's time for me.
Glacial spear! Here's
Now you
evil!
see what I can do.
I'll face you!
Sword Lancer!
I shall erase everything!
I will
This
heal you.
one's all mine!
Illuminate
Dragon
the dark! Come forth!
Elusive deity! Sword Rain Alpha! Cheating pile driver! Out of my sight!
Spirit
You're
Flame!
finished!
Reload!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Rending
you a bloody house!
Raging Cascade!
Resonate with the
Hear
earth!
me!
Stalagmite!
Here goes! Take this! There!
Wretched worms!
Alphen!
No!
Everyone together!
I'll shoot him down!
To be sealed!
Bullseye! Dance Lancer!
It's over!
Light Astral
Do it.
Energy! Frozen!
Hammer!
Know your place! Here I come! You picked the wrong fight!
Will this help?
Catapult!
Raging
Sword Rain
Storm!
before your sovereign! You're mine!
Close! Healing Circle! I never just what I needed!
Anything in armor is
Your
all
life
mine.
will end
Thunder
here!
Flame!
Can you
Flame
take it?
of Fury!
He's about to attack! Damn it! We need to stop him! In a bind?
Freeze
Sword Rain
Lancer!
I can carve through all!
I am true sovereign! All others shall be banished!
Resonate with the earth!
Water!
Stalagmite!
Thunder
On
Field!
your
Red! Dance in the wind! Hear me! Flame of Fury!
Double demon
Burning
fang!
Strike! I'll heal
This
you all!
time! Strike! You picked the wrong fight!
Could this be the true power of a sovereign?
What is this?
Here's that Flame of Fury!
Far enough!
Burning
Sleep
Strike!
now.
Don't
Here
let burn
I
out.
go! Blood! Hit!
Let me free you of your
An astral art?
That's my cue! Healing Circle!
Shut him down!
from calamity!
Glacial
Take
Spear!
this.
Here's evil!
Not now! Not
Thanks so
ever!
much. Freeze Lancer!
Benediction light.
Downfall!
Another incantation ruined.
Mega Ray!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Gemini
Leave the
Alpha!
ensnaring to me.
I owe you.
Yeah!
Let them
Humbling to me!
Die already! Double demon fang!
I'm all crossed up!
On your
Dazzle!
knees.
Stunner!
Force! Annihilation!
Lightning
Here's
Rocket!
the
Sword Rain Alpha!
Light Astral
Where are
Energy!
you going?
Benediction light.
You're mine!
Dance in the wind! Sight in here!
Try harder! Now!
Radiant
This
Field!
time!
Take this!
I shall be the ruler of all things! You're mine!
On your knees.
No escape! It's up! Die already! Not today!
Ready to go!
Elusive deity!
Want the power of... Just what the doctor ordered! Annihilation!
Double demon fang!
Lightning Orb!
Denied!
Raging
Free
Dragon!
from regret.
This can't be happening.
Make it in time. Benedict.
Patient!
Unleash lightning!
Here I go.
Still got
I'm
the
only
violence
getting
in me.
started.
You require.
Raging Storm! Flame of Fury!
Bloody hell!
Unleash lightning!
Negative
Raging
gate! Take
Storm!
this!
I owe you one. I could do without this pain.
Water! Here I go!
Sword Rain Alpha! All shall fall before me!
Now you see what I can do! Elusive deity!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Cheating pile driver!
Die!
Sword
Rain Alpha!
Illuminate the
Elusive
dark!
deity!
Raw magic!
Dragon Unleash lightning!
You're mine!
Double demon fang!
On your knees.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Illuminate the dark!
Air pressure!
Double demon fang! Try harder!
Lunar
Dragon
corruption!
Swarm! Here I kneel before your sovereign! Lightning
mine.
thrust!
The tempest and
Where are you going?
Tempest Wall!
Your life will end here!
By the power of water! Mega Ray! Raging Sword! By the power of water!
Eternal devastation! I am the true Sovereign! All others shall be banished! The earth throbs in pain.
Illuminate the dark ray!
No, it won't end like this.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Adequately difficult in the second form. I'll give you that. But you know I'm still gonna first try his ass. Yeah, I came stalked. Yeah, I came stalked up. You better believe it. Slash!
Come on now. What do you think you can do?
You're pretty good.
This guy's still standing? Victory! The throne! Everything rightfully belongs to me! I have legions of powers who rules over and crushes those who fall at his feet! You are next!
Is it over?
Yeah, I think so. There. We finally collected all of the Master Cores. So what do we do now?
It is said that bringing all the Master Cores together in one place should form the Renis Alma.
So, now we put Shionne's with the rest.
With that, we can finally free her of her thorns.
Shion. What's going on? Are we missing something?
We can't be. So why isn't it?
Alphen! Behind you!
now the true plot will begin to unfold.
What? Xion, were you the maiden?
What is this? Why is this happening?
What the? The Master Cores! Is that darkness? A Dark Master Core? Renis Alma!
The Renis Alma. It's here.
What's going on? The Renis Alma's only supposed to consist of the 5 Danon elements.
Just what do you think you're doing?
She disappeared?
What in the world just happened?
Is it over?
No. It's only just begun.
The end of Act 2 and the beginning of the end. Oh, we're gonna get a costume change for everybody? Some time has passed? Is that what we're seeing? Or maybe it's like a flash forward, kind of like a new opening, showing the stuff that's to come or something like that.
A month has passed. For the time being, we decided to stay put in Ganath Haros. Even with their lord toppled, we had a long way to go before the people of Pelegion would be liberated in their hearts and minds. Lenegis hung ominously over our heads, and we knew we'd need to deal with it sooner or later. We still had so many questions. The two sovereigns, the Red Woman and the Renis Alma. The present and the past of 300 years ago. Not to mention what happened to Volron's body after his defeat. Still, we were determined to keep fighting. I had my hands full taking care of everything. But in some ways, I was kind of grateful to be so busy.
Are you all right? You looked like you were spacing out there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. You need something?
It's about that citizen's petition. I was coming to talk to you about it. If I'm being honest, I think the problems of this realm's Dahnans hit close to home for me.
Oh?
You saw how things were in Menancia? We might have put way too much faith in Dohalim, but at least we could still think independently. The people of this realm weren't even afforded that much basic dignity. I don't know what kind of future the people here are going to ultimately choose. But whatever it is they decide, I want to help do my part so they can make that decision of their own free will.
You mean like how the Dahnans and Renans of Menancia chose to remain committed to coexistence? It'd be nice if this was a step towards that dream.
That's another issue altogether. At the very least, I want to believe all our hard work will pay off in the end.
Yeah. I guess we can only focus on what we can do right now and take it from there.
I'm going to go on ahead. Would you mind talking to Xion for me? Once you're ready, we'll meet up at the castle entrance like usual. We can talk more there.
Right. Got it.
Power of a Sovereign. Increased boost strike damage. Kisara, the Idealist.
Xion's been hanging out in the observatory a lot lately. Let's see if she's up there.
Man, just imagine if I had been level 40. Might not have had to use so many items. But the fact that I got through it first try, that's pretty cool.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renis Alma. Right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are you...
Don't. It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Kisara said she wanted everyone to meet at the castle entrance. Hey, Shion.
Don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay? Guess I misread the landing.
I get uneasy when I'm not working all the time. I don't think that was there before.
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one, then.
We better get a move on, or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Were it any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
All right, then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that, but it's still irritating to deal with.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelegion, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate? Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Dahnans. Without them, making Pelegion half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelegion are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
search through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Yeah, you've got a point. But
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
Things appear to be working, I guess. Yes, that seems right.
Very well.
All right, you're clear. You can leave.
Well,
Huh? Somehow I'm both surprised and not surprised to see them.
Hey,
So you're the guys hoarding all the rations.
Pardon me?
What are you doing? Get back to your positions. Excuse me? I'll only say it one more time. Get back to your position. What is this guy's deal? Any slaves who disobey orders must be put to death. So says Lord Volron.
what the hell? Do these guys not realize who we are?
doesn't seem that way. You must think we're just Danans from the town.
whatever's going on, these are Volron soldiers. Watch yourself.
On your knees.
Eternal Devour!
By the power of water.
Another incantation ruined.
Reflect on thy sin. Be still! They smite with blackened blade! Rising Falcon!
Water, hear my call. Lightning orb. Bread.
Execute!
Feel.
Lunar Rongo! Negative gate! Mirage! Here I come!
Do it!
Sword Ring out! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis. You don't mess around. One more.
Certainly not. Captivity! Take this! Seismic rupture! Rising
Here
Falcon!
goes! Tempest Warring
Elusive
This one's
deity!
mine.
Resonate with the earth! Sword
Here's
Ring
the
out!
healing one.
Dragon
Radiant
Ball!
Sword.
Elusive deity!
Hear me.
Flaming
Flame
thrust!
of fury.
Hiss on!
Water.
Sword Ring
Hear my
out!
call. Radiant
Transform!
Here goes. Burning strike.
So it wasn't a Danon stockpiling the rations? It was some of Volron's soldiers hiding out inside this castle.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether to be relieved or freaked out about it.
Hey,
What are you guys trying to accomplish? Are you out trying to get vengeance for Volron? What's going on here? Something's weird about all this. Are you men aware that Lord Volron is no longer around?
You don't say.
These soldiers seem to think only of the orders that were given to them. Their mind is completely blank otherwise, just like the Denons here. Looking back on it, I don't feel like those soldiers we fought here before were mindless. If that's true, then they haven't been hiding out here. They've just been going about their business as usual? I guess so. Everyone here was Volron's slave. But Danons and Renans alike? That's the kind of realm he was running.
Well...
That doesn't explain why all hell didn't break loose with these guys once Volron was gone, like we've seen elsewhere. A month has passed since Volron vanished. It's entirely possible things may be starting to crumble at the fringes. But the fact that they haven't to any degree has allowed these soldiers to carry on as though it were business as usual. Whatever the reason, we can't just let these guys keep walking around. We should bring them into the barracks for the time being. I agree, but I don't know if they're gonna come quietly. Listen to me carefully. Men, I am Dohalim Il-Quares. I have an order for you. Lord Dohalim? But, sir, we serve...
Well?
Lord Volron has left this realm and is no longer its ruler. Therefore, in accordance with Renan law, you all must pledge your allegiance to me.
How?
So, you expect us to serve you now, my lord? If you respect the Renan rule of law, then yes, that is precisely correct. Of course. We shall follow your orders, Lord Dohalim.
Oh, wow!
Holy crap, I can't believe that worked!
So then...
This should suffice for the time being. Let's bring these men into the barracks and then speak with Gagne once more.
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
Actually, they were abiding Renan hierarchy. Not me personally.
Well, either way, it solved the problem in that... That's what counts.
I'm like trying to figure out who's Gagne, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it's probably the guy we got the quest from, right? So we gotta go back outside.
Whew! I don't sense any more enemies.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time being.
I know Renans tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Indeed. Ganneth Heros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Dahnans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Dahnans, too.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. But I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
So, what's going to happen to the Renans here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renans. The Renans were the ones who did it. They killed us. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die! Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Dahnans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Haros is the worst form of oppression we've seen, but treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegis aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dana.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Danans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
Kisara, Heartfelt Shield.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it, thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over living life as a puppet serving others. That's why I want to do everything I can to help these people.
If I do something, will anyone get mad? If I don't do something, will anyone get mad? Nobody will kill us if we ask questions? Really? But we were taught that asking questions was bad for us. We were made to simply do as we were told for so long. If anyone asked questions, they were either beaten or killed. You can tell us to think about what we want to, but my mind always just goes back to thinking about what I have to do instead. Please, you have to understand, I'm not used to living without orders. It feels unsettling. This elevator goes to the lower levels. Please, step inside. I think it will.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Uh-oh. We hoodling out here. We don't have to take anyone's orders anymore. We get to decide what to do now. We have to remember how to think for ourselves. We must have known how to do that before, so we can do it again. Every time I try to think, my body starts shaking. I don't think I can do it. It's just too much for me. We don't have to follow orders any longer? But is that an order too? It's too vague. I don't know what to do. If someone could just clearly give me something to do, I could do it. I hate not doing anything. Someone please give me something to do already.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around here who needs our help.
That was so scary. Really, really scary.
Well...
What's wrong? Why are you so afraid? I heard all sorts of strange noises like crackle, roar, splish, splash, howl, whoosh, and boom, bump outside of town, and you left the town? Never go outside, where it's not safe, you hear me? Easy, Rinwell. Kid, you probably spotted a Zoogle. Did you see anything when it made that crackle and roar sound? It was red, and, crackling and roaring. Red. Oh, I get it. He must mean he saw fire coming out of it. Fire, of course. So that would mean the splashing sound is water, the howling sound is wind, and that booming sound was you, Rinwell.
Hey!
Why, it's gotta be me. Because you're always loud and booming when you're dropping lightning on me when you get mad. This little kid wouldn't know anything about that. Boom, boom, you're a boom boom lady. You see what I mean? Even he agrees, and he hardly even knows you. If you two have had quite enough teasing me, there's a dangerous Zoogle on the loose. Are you gonna make that scary thing go away, lady?
Got it!
You bet. Don't worry, us grown-ups will take care of it. If he saw it outside of town, who do you think it was? Or do you think it was in the Love-2 marshlands? Whatever it is, it sounds like it's gonna be a pain. Go and get him, Barky boy. Huh? Is that your nickname for me or something?
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Harros.
I know that. But our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shionne?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just don't be too hard on yourself, okay?
Hey, what the hell happened to him? He's no longer with us. He always looked like he was struggling with his health, but still. He was so close to finally living a normal human being, too.
No way!
Damn. Does he have any living relatives? Just his mom. I think she lives in that area over there.
All right. Having to inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her.
Oh, hey!
Seriously?
Hmm?
Well...
Well... Hmm?
Huh? Huh?
That's just...
I guess...
Yeah. Law.
Yeah! Huh?
Oh?
Oh, wow! All right! I wasn't expecting a thank you for that.
Maybe socializing with people is helping to jog his memory bit by bit. You did good, Law.
Thanks.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Did we really just spend that much money? This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
I was told to wait here, so here I am waiting. I'm scared. I don't know what to do with all this freedom I have now. I've been asked to take a break, but when I think about when they might need to call me back, I can't relax.
Huh? I think someone's calling out for us.
They could have something they need from us.
Hey, you're those liberators. Could I ask you to help me with something? Huh? You sound a lot more lively than most people around here. I am, and it's all thanks to those boomies.
Well...
You mean those tiny little Zoogles? Yep, those are the ones. Every time I see one of them, I can't help but think about how freakishly cute and adorable they are. If more people could see them up close, I bet they'd start to feel better a lot faster.
Yeah.
You really think so? I mean, I guess they're pretty cute for Zoogles, I'll give you that. I know, right? The way they stare at you with those beady eyes, those little fangs that can chew through anything, I love everything about them.
No way.
You're crazy. Those things are scary as hell. They never shut up and they like to throw that dirty stuff at you. Ugh.
Huh?
That's all part of their charm. I could look at them forever and never get tired of it. So I guess what I want to ask is, could you defeat a handful of them outside of town and bring them back here for me? Pretty please?
Got it.
Sure, no problem. If it'll help the people here get better faster, we're happy to try anything. Do we really have to beat them up if you just want people to admire them? I hate to do it, but you know how naughty those boomies can get sometimes, right? It's really for the best this way. Anyway, thanks for helping. Can't wait to see what you guys bring in.
Boomy! Boomy!
The heck? Are you stuck on that too?
No, really. I kinda see where they're coming from.
Are you okay with anything as long as it's round and flies?
If you go upstream along the Loftu marshlands, you'll find a good fishing spot. You'll see why we take such pride in our rich, vibrant waterways.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Sorry.
Excuse me, ma'am. I have some bad news. It's your son.
Yes.
It's okay. I know. You do? Then what are you doing? I have work that must be done today since my son can no longer work. It's like this here too, huh?
All right.
Forget about your work, or better yet, think of tending to your son as your task for today. Very well, I'll get to work.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but...
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There are Zeugles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Yes.
Then I'll get started. Bring me some fire.
What?
Wait, you intend to burn your child? That's right, that's how you do it. I don't understand. Wouldn't a more formal funeral procession be more appropriate? I'm sorry, have I done something wrong? Tell me, do you have no custom where relatives of the deceased may say their final farewells? Not really. How could we on Dana? Up until recently, our people were too busy toiling away to think of burial rites. Among Renans, it's customary for relatives to send the remains out into the heavens. Why not introduce such a practice to Dana? We believe that in doing so, the deceased's spirit shall join the flow of astral energy that travels the cosmos. We could never do something like that. It's the last chance for the bereaved to see their loved ones. Surely something should be done to honor their memory. But death is a part of everyday life for us Danans. You really think we're going to ship bodies into space somehow? Every single day? I simply felt that something more ought to be done. When the Rena still ruled over us, we didn't even know if it was safe to build grave sites. As bodies decompose, they can spread diseases. We didn't have any other choice in how we could bury our people. Rinwell. Don't think for a second I haven't forgiven everything that the Renans did to us. Tell me, Alphen, do you know why none of us have last names like them? Let me tell you why. It's because we outnumbered them, and they denied us our culture to stop us from uniting against them. Enough. Your people steal so much from us, as if it is, and on top of that, you have the gall to try to make us live like you too? If you hate it here so much, why don't you just turn them all hollow? That's enough! No more. Lenegis could strike at any time, and here we are, fighting amongst ourselves? We're all well aware of the suffering and hatred we each harbor, but if we're going to coexist, we have to recognize each other's differences. That's what we're all working together to achieve, to bring an end to this whole system, and begin to live together side by side. That's what I believe. And that's why I'm here. If any of you think differently, then be my guest and leave. I'll break down every last barrier, even if I have to do it alone. Indeed. I sincerely apologize. I consider you a true friend, but it would appear that I have yet to reckon with our people's dark history in earnest.
I'm afraid not.
Rinwell, I completely accept the blame in all of this. Words cannot express how very sorry I am for clearly offending you so deeply.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for lashing out at you as I did, Dohalim, as hard as I did. I guess I'm still working through a lot of emotions. I know you were only thinking about what was best for her son, too.
Rinwell.
Rinwell, I'd like you to teach me about the culture and history of this planet. Perhaps that will help us to begin to bridge the gap.
Huh?
Sure, I don't mind. Could you maybe teach me about Rena, too, then? Please?
Whew.
You two are more alike than you realize sometimes. I'm glad we were able to patch things up. We've lost enough good people along the way as it is. Sorry for the distraction. Let's lay your son to rest. We'll do it the Danon way.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you for granting me that task. Don't mention it. It's the least we could do for you as his mom. Well, because of all of you, my son is at peace now.
Right.
Rest assured, we intend to build a future for this world that would make him proud.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you managed it, you knocked some sense into Rinwell and Dohalim, and that mother.
Yeah. I can see my decision to travel with you was well made.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, Law.
You're welcome?
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the other realms to send help, and fast. Another reason to hurry and find a way out of Ganath Haros.
Agreed. We'll start looking for a way out tomorrow. For now, we should spend the day resting up while we can.
What?
What's that noise?
Alfred, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance, too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balseph, too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelegion.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganath Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
I bet the whole of Dan is losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on, we don't have much time.
You're trying to get to the other realms? Without a sturdy boat, there isn't much you can... Wait, I take that back. I remember that one of the elders who recently started talking a little mentioned something. Apparently back in the day there used to be a way to get through Forland Mountains, but not anymore. What could it have been? You're trying to find a way out to the other realms? Can't say I've ever heard about anything. If we knew about anything like that, we wouldn't have had to hunker down in Thistleum. When that thing dropped out of Lenegis, the sound, my oh my, I thought the mountains were collapsing.
Where are these Forland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again. I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zeugles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
You guys want to rest here?
Discourteous, aren't you?
Lightning can
Sword Rain out! Come and face me!
Here
I come!
Rending you
I can shatter any steel!
Rising Falcon!
Annihilation!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Xion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Burn! Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha! Strike!
Bloody howling!
I'm ready!
An astral arts?
That's my cue!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Shut him down!
Sealed!
Double Demon Fang!
Let the
Here I
marksman
come!
handle this! Raging Storm!
Tunnel devastation!
Negative gate!
You're mine!
Looks like we got them all.
Get lost!
You're mine!
Searing Flame! Reload!
Take this!
Lightning on! Don't mind if I do! Take it! I'm only getting started!
Here
Your
I come!
reflexes will not serve you well here. No further!
Hear me!
Strike!
Raging Cascade! Burning Strike!
It's over!
Friend! Dance in the wind!
Do it!
Air thrust!
Xion!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes! A merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
Sword Rain Alpha!
I'm practically unstoppable.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Gotta break through! Take this! Sword Rain Alpha!
Elusive deity!
Flame inside me! Yours to be
Lightning
Little Rain! Sword Rain
Annihilation!
Now or never.
Dragon Swarm!
Illuminate!
You're finished!
No further!
All back in their defenses!
Glad you have your uses.
Your blade moves like
I'll
silk.
show you!
I just let my instincts take over.
How fascinating.
As impressive as always.
Here I will go as you
Now! No, I mean, you're... This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Could have been worse.
Trying to figure out what the wild boomies are.
That is one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
Hey, look at that enemy. It's shining.
There.
We should be able to cook here.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Guess I misread the landing.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Damn it!
Take that! Begin! Dance in the wind!
Well done. It's a duel of the arts.
Take this!
Dance in the wind!
Hear me, flame of the
Pick up! Flyers!
I've got this. Let him march me.
All yours!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about
Resonate
that.
with the earth! Stalagmite!
Lunar
Here I
corruption.
come!
Don't mind if I do.
Rending your
Gemini
heart!
Here I
Aqua.
come!
Raging
Sword
storm.
of Alpha.
Now.
Eternal devastation! I'm not done!
I'll face you!
Lightning
Dance in the
thrust!
wind. Air
Rising
glacial
Falcon.
spear. Both pierce evil. I'm ready for the next battle. Ah, the spray from this waterfall feels so good.
Seriously. Makes the sweat I worked up getting here all worth it.
Don't get too wet now, you two, or else you'll catch a cold.
Coming through.
You're mine!
Prepare to be sealed!
Gravitas field.
Burn!
Magna ray. Flawless flight. Annihilate.
Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Another incantation ruined.
Take it!
Do it.
Got flyers!
This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
Its armor's too strong.
Then I'll split it open!
Can't
Be my guest!
I can carve through armor!
Our arts are being interrupted.
Dance in the wind!
Now.
Your blade moves like silk. I just let my instincts take over. How fascinating.
As impressive as always.
Ah, and here I hoped I was improving.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I'll take you
I've
all
never
on!
seen Shion actually look flustered.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Eagle
Here I
ray!
come!
I'm ready!
Fang!
Law! Take! Blow them away!
The heavens must be smiling.
Come and face me!
Shattering of pieces!
Lightning
Attack time! Resonate with the earth!
Lightning thrust!
Stalagmite!
Holy glimmer! Holy
All
lamp!
back in their defenses!
Glad you had your uses.
I shall steal you where you stand! I'll show you how useful I can be!
Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon
Now.
Swarm!
Law! Take! Blow them away!
Take it. One more. Illuminate the pierce.
You're mine!
Holy glimmer.
Eternal
Holy ray.
devastation!
I'm all stopped up.
No
Annihilation.
escape!
Lightning.
It's over!
I'm ready!
Can't be there.
Bloody
Glorious
hell!
light. Magna ray. Hey,
I'm
illuminate
ready!
the pierce.
Law! Take! Blow them away!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu. There it is. That's our target.
Out of our
Anything in
way!
armor is all mine!
Sword Rain Alpha!
I never miss! Illuminate the
No
zone!
escape!
There!
Sword
Go!
Rain Alpha!
It's over!
Be careful,
Searing
everyone.
flames!
This one isn't
Now!
normal.
Here's a healing arm!
Frozen?
Hammer!
Here, let me help.
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Eat dirt!
Holy land!
Be still!
Glacial spear! Fierce evil!
Rising Phoenix!
You fight better at a distance.
The further away, the better.
You and I both.
Dragon Swarm!
Raging Cascade!
Severing
Radiant
Wind!
Here! Friend!
We managed to pull through.
That looks like the Zoogle we were told about.
No choice.
Here's the evil!
Sword Rain Alpha!
I shall ensure you survive this!
Stardust!
They look stuff, but they're big.
Here I come!
Glacial spear!
Take this!
Elusive deep... I'm ready!
Flameless Astral Energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
Searing flame!
Let the
Here I
marksman handle. Crossblade! Was that a new skill I saw back there?
Indeed. Well, sort of. Actually, it's a family staple harkening back 8 generations.
Maybe you can just write all this down?
We've reached our destination.
So how did it all go with the boomies?
Yeah.
It went great. We brought some back with us. Great, let me see.
No.
Whoa, there they are. Such cute little freaks you are. I still don't get it.
You did it!
Thanks a million. With these little guys, I can draw pictures of boomies and make stuffed animals that look like them. Once these things take off, I'm gonna be super famous and popular. Someone's got it all figured out. Sounds like this place is in good hands.
Really?
Thanks for all your help. I'm gonna make Boomies the mascot of this entire city. Just you wait.
Yeah.
No problem. I'll be first in line to buy one of your stuffed animals once they're ready.
What's gotten into him?
He says instead of making a Zoogle sign, we should be making a Hoodle sign.
Ah, he's feeling threatened by a rival.
armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh, glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free.
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
Damn it!
This one's mine!
Sword Rain Alpha!
The enemy wields arcs
Not
too.
today!
We'll soon see about that!
Sword Rain Alpha!
This'll come in handy!
Eternal Devastation! Goodwill!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Now! Sword Rain Alpha! Take this!
Raging cascade! Sleep now! Lunar corruption! Let's get you all out
You're finished! Sword Rain Alpha! Everlasting Dust! Dragon Sword! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! My turn! Sword Rain Alpha! Sword Rain Alpha!
Excellent technique.
How are your weapons holding up?
Best not to give me any ideas.
As impressive as always.
Ah, here I...
Astral energy!
Say no more!
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. Well, am I improving?
Tremendously. The speed and precision of your aim is simply unmatched.
I had no idea you were watching me so closely.
Alright guys, give me just a minute, take a short little break, and we'll be right back. Alright, let's keep it going.
Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Dahnan master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Dahnan master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Dahnan techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then. This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
It's just the kind of man Volron was.
Discourteous, aren't you?
You're mine! Not today! Damn it! You're mine!
Negative gate! You're not raging
Sword Rain Alpha!
Are those arms even natural? This'll come in handy. Freeze
Lightning
Lancer!
Thrust!
Dance in the
Lunga
wind!
Resonate
Freeze now!
Stalagmite!
This'll come in handy.
Try harder!
blood.
Where are you going? Raging
Bloody
Sword!
hell!
More where that came from!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I
Sword Rain
both.
Alpha!
Rending you a bloody
Raging Sword!
benediction.
Lunar Corruption!
Heal! I owe you
Lunar
one!
Blast!
Be still!
Wow! Look what I just found.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Let's see what you've got.
Luna Rondo!
I'll thank you.
Glacial
You're
Spear!
mine!
Fierce
Smite
Evil!
the Dragon Swarm!
Your wings won't save you from me!
Execution!
Resonate with you!
Got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Dazzle! All yours! Luna Rondo! Come one, come all!
Sleep now! Glacial
astral
Spear!
art?
That's
Can't
like
lay a
you!
finger on you.
I prefer it that
Shut
way.
him down.
What about you?
Just watch and see! Start up! Luna Rondo!
Dance in the wind!
Sword Rain Alpha! You're mine! Be still!
Excited! I'm
You're
moving
mine!
now!
Sword Rain Alpha!
He's alright, Frozen! Hammer! Water, hear my call! In here!
Rotating
Glacial
Blade!
Spear! Fierce Evil!
Begin! Sword Rain Alpha!
There!
Double
One
Demon
more!
Blade!
Everyone hanging in there?
It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it hidden then?
Seems like it. Those soldiers we encountered might have known about it and chosen to hide out here.
But with the entrance collapsed and exposed, they must have been forced to come out of hiding.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You picked the wrong fight! You're mine! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm!
I'm only
not
getting
done.
started.
Crush!
Lightning
It's
attack!
over! Rimmer!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done. This one's mine. Lunar
Take this!
corruption.
Sword
This is
Rain
it.
Alpha!
Flight.
Ha!
Rending you bloody
Mega dance in the wind. Gemini air thrust.
You're mine!
Photon dance in the wind. Now.
Ha!
Air thrust.
Step back. This
I
one's
got
all
some kind of
off.
trophy from that.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Take this!
Glacial Spear. Pierce
This
Evil.
one's all mine! Luna Rondo!
Rotating pile driver.
Rising Falcon!
Astral energy. Is that really target?
Stay calm.
Now it's the
Provide
everything.
assistance.
I don't feel like my usual self.
airborne
You all right?
scoundrels.
Astral energy. Full throttle. A flawless victory.
Now!
Naturally.
Take this!
The enemy wields arts too.
Luna Rondo!
You'll soon see about
Hurricane
that.
Thrust!
Dance in the wind. In here.
Lightning
I'll
Thrust!
be saving this one.
You're mine! Ha! We did it!
As impressive as always.
And here I hope
No
there
more
was improvement.
playing nice. No, I mean you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Shion actually look flustered.
Eternal devastation!
Tempest
Demon Blade!
Negative
All
gate.
right, do it. It's still time. Astral energy.
Say no more!
You sure showed them.
All in a day's work.
I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along.
They're surrounding us.
Here I come! Burn in hell!
smite with blackened
Here's a
blade.
healing spray! This one's mine!
Sword Rain Alpha! Take this!
I'll heal you all!
Eternal devastation!
Resonate with the earth.
Dazzle!
I'm ready.
Healing
Zara,
spray!
frozen.
Hammer!
Lunar
No,
corruption!
I'm ready.
Please end. Frozen.
Hammer!
Sighted!
My turn!
Here goes! Into the shadows!
Hurricane
Dance
Thrust!
in the wind!
Lunar Rondo!
Air thrust! By the power of
Soaring
God!
Light Spear!
Gemini
Sins. They smite with blackened
Sword Rain Alpha!
I think I'm coming down with something grave.
A chronic inability to read the room?
A malady your arts cannot fix.
Here
Here I
goes!
come!
More where that came from! Here
Sword Rain
lies the
Alpha!
dark breath!
Excellent technique. How are your weapons holding up? That's not to give me any ideas.
That's what I like to hear.
We got some good equipment.
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
A one-piece dress like with sapphires, mysterious gems capable of protecting the wearer from astral arts that would otherwise harm them. It was a good thing I decided to go back, because I seen this hallway with all the enemies down there, and then it looked like this was the way I needed to go because the question marks, and I was like, man, I gotta go back and check that other hallway. I can't be leaving, you know, you can't leave equipment behind, good equipment like
Little
that.
help! There! Go!
In a bind.
I'm only getting started! I
All
never
mine!
fit!
Seismic rupture.
Puddle!
Dance
Sword
on the
Rain
wind.
Alpha! Eat this!
Gemini Aqua!
Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha!
They're all together!
Dragon Swarm!
Dance in the wind!
Stardust! Lunar Rondo! Soaring Light Alpha!
Dance in the wind! In
Sword Rain
here!
Alpha!
We turned the tables on him.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold back.
Glacial
No
Spear!
further.
Here's the evil!
Take this!
Let's go!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Stalagmite.
You fight better at a
Sword Rain
distance.
Alpha!
The further away, the better. You and I both.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
That was almost too easy.
No enemy can stand against us.
If only every battle went so well.
Took me a second to figure out what they meant. I kept reading the word lure too, and I was like thinking it had to do with enemies, but it's like, nope, it's for fishing. It's a fishing lure.
An opponent like this should be easy. Tear! Come and face me!
Can you take it? Dance in the wind!
Mirage!
Lunar corruption!
I'll grind you into
Gemini
dust.
Aqua! More where that came from!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Here, lightning!
Take it!
Fury!
It's on!
Burning
Shut up!
Water! Illuminate the
Lunar
sky!
Rondo!
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Dohalim,
Light burst forth.
Radiant Citizen. You don't mess around.
On your knees.
Certainly not.
Sword Rain Alpha! Be still!
Do it.
The earth throbs in pain.
Rising Falcon!
Raging Storm.
Bloody hot.
Well then, let's keep moving.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegis?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissalma, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
Dohalim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegis may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cyslodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell, are you worried about Shion?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both.
Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegis along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelegion.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the 2 of them have in common is that they're both Renins.
Okay, you 2. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.
Lost!
Here I come! Ignite!
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Take this!
Ow!
Stay calm.
Take this!
I shall provide assistance.
It's over!
I'll blind you into dust!
Eternal devastation! We got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours! You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Raging Cascade! Graviton!
Do it!
Mirage! Light burst forth!
Radiant Citizen! You don't mess around.
Certainly not.
Sword Rain Alpha! I can feel my power growing!
Prepare to be seen! Can't get out of this!
Lunar Corruption here!
Sword Rain Alpha!
By the power of water!
Lightning Shock!
Tempest!
Lunar Rondo!
Elusive
Divine
Fury!
Light Spear!
Eagle Ray!
Mirage! Here I come! Be still!
I'll grind you with
Terrific Falcon!
Elusive deity! Eagle Ray!
Annihilation!
Here I come! Hits up!
Lightning orb!
Resonate with the Alpha!
You attack without mercy.
Because I can't.
Not against a worthy
Now I can let
opponent.
loose.
You fight better at a distance. Nicely done.
It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak.
La.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Emblem obtained. Rinweld. Item Professor. Rending Flash. A slashing, blazing sword attack that leads into a raging string of thrust. Inflicts self-damage when used. It's Flame Strike. Flaming Edge. That gives us plus 20 resistance for completion of the title Blazing Blow. Faster AG recovery. Increased boost gauge from enemy defeats. Ten hit boost gauge increase. Raises the boost gauge every 10 hits during a combo. That completes the title Dark Sorcerer, giving plus 40 elemental attack. Faster AG recovery. Completing the title Caretaker, plus 10 defense. Increased BG at battle start.
I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out. Like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories.
That was interesting. That cutscene triggered without me even doing anything, I guess, just because I picked something up. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out if I'm going down or up here.
Get lost!
Dazzle!
Illuminate the dark! Here's evil!
Sword kick!
Come
what?
Throbs in pain.
Here's a healing art!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Lightning thrust!
Lunar corruption!
Sword Rain Alpha! Try harder!
Raging storm! You made quick work of them.
I have plenty of tricks up my sleeve, young lady.
I hope to see them sometime.
Lunar Rondo! You're mine!
I'll face
Soaring
you.
Light Spear!
Steel force! Hear me! Flame of fury!
You're mine!
Water! Hear my call!
I'm not done!
Spread! Illuminate the dark!
Tear!
Holy quiver! Holy lance!
Here I come! Execution! Stardust!
A scream bathed in
Tear!
blood.
Now!
Rending you apart. Light burst forth.
Radiant Denison!
Looks like we won.
Get lost!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy quiver!
Be still!
Into the
I'll
spirit!
face you!
It's in the sky, it's mine! By the power of
Do
the
it! Dohalim!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Denison! You don't mess around.
Now! Stardust!
Certainly not.
Water!
Soaring Light Spear!
Raging Cascade! Do it! Xion! Astral Energy! Full throttle! Go! Lightning Condemn! Hear me! Flame of Thunder!
Take this! Sword Rain Alpha! Dazzle!
Freeze Lancer! Holy Lance!
Lightning Thrust! Tear! Lunar Rondo!
Illuminate the dark!
Elusive deity.
Holy Lance! Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Gotta break through! You're mine!
There! One more!
Here I come!
You're mine.
Tear!
Illuminate the dark!
Yeah!
Come
Lunar
forth! Holy
Rondo!
quiver! Holy
Grind you into dust.
Severing Wind!
Flash.
Here I come! Lunar Rondo!
Flying freak.
What if they just sit still?
Xion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Sword Rain Alpha! No
Illuminate
escape!
the dark! Now!
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Onward and upward.
Out of our way!
A scream.
Here I come! You got company!
Rending you apart.
Water!
Take
Hear my
this.
call! Let's get you all tucked away! Spread! Hear me! Flame of
Elusive
fury!
deity.
You're mine!
Leading pile driver.
Hit! Dragon Swarm! It's
I'll be
over!
saving this
Eternal
one. Hear my
Devastation!
call.
Lightning Thrust!
Spread!
On your
I'm ready!
Take this!
Xion! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
A flawless victory!
Now!
bathed in blood.
Naturally!
Rending you
Hear my
apart.
call!
Holy red!
Glacial Spear!
Lightning
Here's evil!
Thrust!
Negative gate.
Hurricane Thrust! Lunar Rondo! Take this! Dragon the Flame inside me!
I'm ready to be let free.
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
Hear me! Flame
Not a
of
chance.
fury!
Take this.
Here I come!
Water! Hear my call!
Eagle ray.
Hit!
Spread!
Here's
Crush!
Glacial
I'm
Spear!
ready! It's over!
Illuminate Astral Energy!
Say no more!
You sure showed them!
All in a day's work.
A guard lined with sapphires, mysterious gems capable of protecting the wearer from astral arts.
This'll make us even more formidable.
The sapphire armor for Kisara.
We made it to Cyslodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
We've
It
come
looks like
full
we can
circle.
control it from our side.
Cyslodia
Let's
is where
take
we
a closer
started,
look.
right?
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. That's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah. I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be all right.
Same here. Now let's get moving.
Wait, I think I remember this area. It's not the first place where we started, but it's pretty close to the beginning.
Oh, good. We can cross through here.
Stop! Who goes there?
My name is Alphen. We're not your enemies.
Did you say Alphen? Slap me silly, it really is you!
Forgetting someone?
Rinwell! Oh, glad to see you're doing okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're patrolling the realm. Never thought I'd bump into you all on my rounds, though. Heck, enough of me, though. What's going on up in the sky? Feels like the world's gonna end.
That's what we're trying to figure out ourselves. And as it happens, I've got a big favor to ask.
I had an inkling that's why you'd come back, as soon as I saw you in the distance. So you beat all the lords, huh? Damn, you really must be a hero.
I just did what I had to. So can you send anybody to help Ganeth Heros?
I think we can help out. I'll hit up the other resistance groups and rustle up some support. I doubt they'll have a problem sending people once I mention it's you who's asking.
Thanks. If you guys can help out, that'll give us a chance to do something about that wedge out in the ocean.
Yeah, I think that's something only you guys can handle. Speaking of which, that thing's out in the middle of the ocean. How do you even plan on reaching it?
By boat. We're about to go look for one.
No rest for the weary, I see. Hey, what happened to that mask you used to wear?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost it.
I sure never expected to run into Bregan.
Cyslodia's probably in good hands with him.
Yeah, now we can focus on finding a ship.
We'll see to it that the people get sent out to Ganeth Heros to look after the place, so don't worry. You guys stay out there, okay? You stay safe out there, okay? Yeah, we'll stay out there, man. Don't you worry. We'll stay out there.
A boat, huh? Where are we gonna find one of those? It's not the kind of thing people just leave lying around.
Especially not Renans. For an Imperial power, they never have shown much interest in maritime expansion. Still, I dare say there should be the odd small vessel here and there.
All well and good, but that structure's slap bang in the middle of the ocean. A fishing boat won't cut it.
Let's just try to find one that won't sink us halfway out, yeah? Not that it needs to be a huge galley like Almeidria's or anything.
Just as well, since we've passed, let's see, literally 0 huge galleys.
All I know is we have to reach that thing in the ocean. Anything that might work, I say we try it.
It's freezing.
It's always like this in Cyslodia.
Menancia was most fortunate, I see.
Thanks to Bregan, it seems like Ganeth Heros should be in good hands, at least.
I wonder who they'll send to look after things. It'll be someone from one of the other resistance organizations, no doubt.
They could do a whole lot worse than someone like Doc. A knowledge of medicine would go a long way there.
Wait, do you mean the old guy back in Calaglia? Ganeth Harros would be one hell of a trek from there. He'd have to get here first.
My brother's old second-in-command, Legil, would be a perfect fit, too. Pity she'll probably still have her hands tied up with work in Menancia.
Mahag Saar will be the same story. They won't have the manpower as it is, let alone enough to start exporting it.
Man, everyone's still struggling to get back on their feet, huh?
Knowing Bregan, he'll probably take things into his own hands. He seems like the kind of guy who enjoys a challenge.
Thinking back on it now, though, it does kind of make you realize just how many people we've gotten to know in each of the places we visited.
That's true. And each and every connection we forged is priceless. Anyway, we can trust Bregan to take care of things from here. Come on, let's focus on the task at hand.
What?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Take this! Ignite!
One more!
Excellent technique.
How are your weapons holding up?
Best not to give me any ideas.
As impressive as always.
The heavens must be smiling.
She had a bad feeling about that, and I did too for a second when I seen him running at me with that flashy wolf. But we're in like a low level zone, right? So I was like kind of wondering, like, did they upgrade the mobs, or are they still gonna be low level, or what, you know? But seems pretty weak.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Ugh, just when the skies above the city had finally gotten back to normal. Now this happens. It's like the Renans were waiting for just the right moment to strike back with that thing. Just how spiteful can these people be? What's all this ruckus outside? Who knows? Maybe we've just had too much to drink and have started to hear things. Maybe you're right. Well, might as well keep going. These dudes have been in here throwing them back for so long they don't even know what's going on outside.
something.
Silver Sin Cleaver armor, replica of the armor worn by a storied Dahnan hero. The yellow cloth draped over the silver armor is proof of the wearer's valor. Copper Sin Cleaver armor, red-black wolf vest, a suave black and red outfit designed for martial arts practitioners, with an accompanying wolf head that gleams with a black luster. Green wolf vest. The calm green hue mysteriously gives the wearer the air of a fighting master. Wolfless vest. It's lighter with Outlaw's trademark wolf head, but feels far more lifeless in comparison. Oh, they put that crystal there just to mess with me, huh? Is that it?
We've reached our destination.
Alright, I think I've taught you just about everything you need to know. You should all be able to take over from here. Thanks a million, pal. You're one hell of an engineer. Not anyone could just get our ships humming along again as smoothly as you could. No need to thank me. I didn't do all that much. You all are a talented bunch of people. Well, I'm still grateful. It's nice to see there are some good Renans out there like you, after all. Think you could stick around and teach us a little more? We'd love to keep you here.
Well, if it ain't the Blazing Sword and his merry crew.
Mahavar? I can't believe you're still alive.
Course I am. If you landlubbers can make it out of that sinking ship alive, ain't no reason an old sea dog like me wouldn't too.
Yeah, but that wave hit
Mahavar,
hard.
you made it.
I'm glad to see you're okay. Sorry we put you in so much danger back there.
All water under the bridge at this point. You helped make one of my life's dreams come true. The ship, on the other hand, she took a bit of a beating, though, I'll admit.
Really? What happened to it? It looks fine to me on the outside.
She's fine now, but she was in rough shape when I made it back here. Engine chamber gave up the ghost. Without a lot of options, I decided to talk to the head honcho of the Dark Wings and see if he could help at all. And wouldn't you know it, Crazy Fool sent over Renan engineers to help. Can you believe it?
Renan?
Yep. Said they came from Menancia. They were real professionals. Did what they needed to and didn't give me guff or anything. I was damn near floored.
So they did the work themselves. Good on them.
Well, they did a bang-up job, because she's better than ever now. Speaking of which, I take it she's why you're here?
Yes. We need to get out on the ocean, and fast. When can we set sail?
Give the man a minute to think it over, Alphen. He hasn't even said yes yet.
It's all right, little lady. I'm a man of the sea. I'll gladly help. Hop aboard, folks.
Man of the sea. Make your way to the wedge. Ah, good man of the sea. Gotta appreciate that. And with this beautiful view of the sea out before us, I think that is where we're gonna call it for this episode. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for me. I could appreciate the follows. I could use them. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, take care.